Okay, great. Welcome everyone to our event tonight. Thank you all for joining. I'm going to share my screen here and try to get this toolbar out of the way. So you are here at the Back to School Healthy Starts event tonight. It's really an honor to be here with these amazing ladies, and just thank you for taking your time because I know that time is valuable. I'm Dr. Diane Henry. I'm a pharmacist, qualifying national marketing director with Juice Plus, a wellness coach, but I say most importantly, I'm a proud wife to Jeff and a mom to these two beautiful boys, Vance and James, who are back in school as of last week. And this is that time of year where we start to rein back in our unhealthy snacks and reset our cupboards and our health habits so we can start sleeping better, learning better, and focusing, showing up for all those things that really encompass being back into our school routine. And it is my absolute privilege and pleasure to introduce my good friends, Dr. Jeannie Hannan and Dr. Michala Petersen, who will also be sharing with us tonight. And Jeannie is a 20-year breast cancer survivor and wellness expert. She's got 30 years in health promotion, lifestyle medicine, and wellness coaching, and she holds a doctorate in human sciences. She's national board certified health and wellness coach and certified lifestyle medicine professional. She teaches wellness and lifestyle medicine to graduate and undergraduate students. And Michala is a pharmacist, ranch mom of four beautiful kiddos, and a passionate prevention advocate. She loves supporting families in making wellness an everyday priority, and will be sharing more about her family's health journey and how she went from having sick kiddos and being a tired mom to thriving. And a fun fact, Michala and I played volleyball together in college, and we were 1 year apart in pharmacy school at the University of Nebraska Med Center. So I say these ladies are more than qualified to teach us here tonight. So, we are very proud because we are part of this incredible company that's been around for over 56 years. Juice Plus has been the pioneer in plant-based nutrition for over 33 years, and it's trusted by millions of families all over the world in 27 different countries. Our flagship product is made from over 30 fruits, vegetables, and berries, and we're backed by over 51 clinical research studies showing that Juice Plus supports our heart, lung function, gut health, immune strength, brain health, and so much more. I say we can do an entire summit just on the health benefits you can get from this nutrition, but in the interest of time, I'm going to keep it focused on what sets us apart, which is our mission and Juice Plus, because we're passionate about helping people feel better and live this healthier lifestyle through the simple and effective nutrition that we have. And our products are recommended by healthcare professionals as well as everyday people who care about the well-being of others. And tonight, we're going to dive into something that's near and dear to my heart as a mom, and that's our Healthy Starts program, which I absolutely love. That I've been fortunate enough to experience its impact fully for the past 8 years. Through our Healthy Starts, you get an adult order of Juice Plus fruits, vegetables, berries, capsules, gummies, or the superfood powders. And then you can provide a child ages 4 up to 25 years of age with a free order of our fruit and vegetable capsules or gummies. And so far, this program has provided more than $700 million in nutrition to over 4 million families. I absolutely love this slide because it really shows how healthy starts leads to these healthy habits that make an impact over the long term. So let's look at some of these numbers. 71% of these kids are cutting back on junk food and soft drinks, and 66% are visiting the doctor less. And that's because they're, not sick as much. So the parents are missing work less and they're missing school less often. 71% are drinking more water, and 56% are taking less medications. Look at the second one, that 61%. Those are kids that are actually eating more fruits and vegetables, which is so exciting because we know as they're eating more fruits and vegetables, their microbiome is actually getting healthier and they're choosing to eat better. My kids will eat salad greens right out of the bucket. And I don't know a lot of kids that are doing that at 11 years old. And then overall, we see almost 90% of these kids are becoming more aware of their health and wellness, which is going to carry on to benefit them into adulthood. So, why is this so important? When I think about we're giving our kids a strong foundation, I think about plants and trees. And we know that when we grow it in poor soil without enough nutrients, they're weak and fragile. But when we grow it in nutrient dense soil, they become strong, resilient, and thrive. Our bodies are no different. So the earlier we provide this foundation, nutrition to them, the better we can equip our kids to grow really into the healthiest, strongest versions of themselves. And while it's never too late to start, the earlier we start, the better. And when we think about the alarming rates of chronic illness in this country, we often think about adults, but the reality is it's affecting our children too. And 40% of children in the US already have at least one chronic illness. And that's why we need to give these kids a healthy start. And we don't want them to grow up with these chronic illnesses. We want to give them this nutritional foundation to grow so they can thrive and really be the healthiest adults that they can be. And so the sad reality, and Michala can probably relate to this as well, that when I was in pharmacy school, the only way they really taught us to manage these illnesses was to treat it with a medication. So we were not taught about prevention and nutrition and the things that really can make a meaningful difference. And when you look at all the research out there, it's not like more hospitals and tests and, more medications that are actually going to reduce chronic diseases and prevent it. It's actually fruits and vegetables and exercise. And those are what have been strongly proven over the years. So this is really important to get this nutrition into our kids. Our boys have been getting this nutrition since they were in the womb, and now they're 9 and 11. And I always say they're so much healthier than I was at their age because they're rarely getting sick. And when they do get sick, it usually lasts 1 to 2 days tops. And our doctor visits really consist of mostly wellness visits or x-rays. But so far, we haven't had any breaks, no surgeries or antibiotics. And so we're a really active family, and this has been our nutritional seatbelt. It gives me as a mom the peace of mind that I'm really doing everything I can to fill those nutritional gaps. And this on the right is my mom, and she was diagnosed with Alzheimer's 13 years ago. And we're just incredibly grateful for the slow progression of her disease and her ability to really live life to the fullest possible. Foundational nutrition has been an important part of our family's approach to supporting her overall health and brain health. And that's why this Healthy Starts program means so much to me, because if you're a parent or a grandparent or a teacher or someone who loves a child, there's this opportunity to give a strong nutritional foundation to these kids from the very start. And I love that it's accessible. And now I'm going to turn it over to Jeannie.
Thank you, Diane. And like Diane said, it's so important to start our kids off with a healthy foundation. And when we talk about starting healthy and growing strong, it's because nutrition really is that superhero. It's the true foundation in helping our young people and us as adults be as healthy as possible. Nutrition does more than help us grow strong. It helps our whole system. It helps it work well. It helps our brains be fueled so that we can focus. and our kids can sleep better. We can sleep better. We can all have stronger bodies. Um, it can also help us be more emotionally balanced. And food is really important because, we've seen kids who eat healthy and they're doing well and they're active and they, like Diane said, they don't get sick. And then we've seen kids who eat a lot of sugar and processed foods and they just go crazy. So knowing the powerful effect of our food matters. And part of this happens because this nutrition helps their microbiome thrive. And if you're not aware, our brain, or our second brain, is our microbiome system. Our second brain's in our gut. And if you're in our intestinal system. So where all those are where all the microorganisms have a direct impact on our brain, all those microorganisms in our belly and our gut. So if our gut is flourishing, we have a wide diversity of good gut bacteria, and it can send good signals to our brain to eat the right things. Next slide, please. And Juice Plus is unique. There are three main things about it that make it stand apart from anything else. First and foremost, it's a food, not a multivitamin. So if you look on the back of a Juice Plus bottle, you're going to see nutrition label, not a supplement label. So that to me is huge because it really is made from whole foods. It's non-GMO, it's vegan, dairy and gluten-free, and it's kosher. And then the other second interesting thing that sets us apart is it's NSF certified, and it's NSF sports certified as well for professional athletes. So what that means is there's a third party company that tests it from the field where it's growing through the whole process to when it becomes powders. And they ensure that it meets strict standards for quality, purity, safety, and proving that what is on the label is actually in the product. So you can be assured that when you read that label, that what's there is what's in it. That doesn't happen typically with supplements. And then they go another step further, testing hundreds of different things. So they make sure that there's no artificial or harmful ingredients no contaminants, no pesticides, no banned substances. And that in itself is also amazing to know that when you're taking those capsules or eating those gummies or the powders, that has gone through all of that testing. And then the third thing that really sets us apart, and this is one of the things that drew me to Juice Plus, is the studies. We have, as Diane mentioned a little bit earlier, 51 published clinical research studies that have been done on Juice Plus, the actual product, in real people since 1993. And that's why over 8,000 healthcare professionals all over the world take Juice Plus and recommend it to their patients. And that was another thing that drew me to Juice Plus was my friends, Diane and Aaron, who are both health professionals, do Juice Plus and recommend it. And the Juice Plus Quad are fruits, veggies, berries, and omegas. They contain over 30 fruits, vegetables, berries, seeds, and seeds harvested, at peak ripeness. They're dried at low temperatures to preserve the nutrients and made into capsules, chewables, and our superfood drink. And then our omegas come from the algae. So they avoid the middleman or the middle fish. They avoid the fish contaminants and the aftertaste. And since our bodies can't make certain omegas and 98% of Americans are deficient, it's essential to add in omegas to support heart, brain, skin, joint health, and reduce inflammation. And our omegas also have omegas 3, 5, and 7 and 9, right? I think that's correct. Okay, yes. Next slide.
Do you see
Got
it?
it. Okay, yep, got it. Sorry. And then our superfoods, these are fairly new within the last couple years. So our superfood powders come in a delicious drink that's easy to mix. A lot of people love their drinks these days, and great to take on the go. It's low in carbs. It helps you get more water in, and it doesn't break a fast if you're a person that does a fast. It's perfect for people who like to drink their fruits, veggies, and berries. They contain the same core blend as our capsules do, and you get all the same amazing health benefits. Again, they're vegan, gluten-free, non-GMO, no added sugars, no added colors, no added flavors, or synthetic sweeteners. And our wonderful Luminate is an amazing brain boosting energy drink. It's a healthy energy drink. People love their energy drinks these days. And it's a blend of nootropics that help us think, remember, and focus better, and adaptogens that help our bodies manage stress. The caffeine in these that gives that energy boost comes from the actual whole coffee berry. So that's unlike roasted coffee beans. So it has high levels of antioxidants and delivers a calm, sustainable energy without the side effects like the crashes, the jitters, sleep disruption, or anxiety. It's made from real plants, including ashwagandha, rhodiola, lion's mane and cordyceps mushrooms, and sage. And it's my go-to energy drink for my mental clarity. And then we also do a 10-day reset program that can help you refresh your routine. It comes with group coaching, recipes, support, and encouragement, where we guide people through making lifestyle changes that are sustainable. It comes with a reset guide and 10 guidelines, and you can focus on one guideline, you can focus on two or more, whatever you want to do, to help you make healthier choices. And we do these monthly, and our next one starts September 8th. So if you're interested in joining us, please let us know. And that the reset was actually how I got when I decided to get involved in Juice Plus, because Diane was doing a challenge, and I'm like, I want to do that challenge. And so we connected, and being a 20-year breast cancer survivor and having a background in health promotion, I've always tried to eat healthy and exercise and do all the healthy habits. But nutrition was one of those things that there's so much conflicting information out there. And a couple years before I joined Juice Plus, I had gotten introduced to lifestyle medicine and the power of plants. And so I ate a primarily plant-based diet, but the thing that I realized is I don't get the variety of plants that is optimal. So Dr. Will Boltzowitz, who is one of the leaders in lifestyle medicine, he's a gastroenterologist, and he says that we need 30 different plants each week for optimal gut microbiome. And I don't know about you, but I've got my favorite things that I eat that I just eat over and over and over, and I know I don't get 30. And so that was my main reason for starting on Juice Plus and for remaining on it. And then also, as Diane reminded me today, because I had forgot that I had mentioned this in the past, but our Juice Plus fruits, veggies, berries, and omegas contain 15 of the cancer fighting foods that are listed on the American Institute of Cancer Research site. And so that's one of the reasons why I stay on Juice Plus, and will probably always stay on Juice Plus, because there's so many things out of our control that are carcinogens, and I really want to try to reduce the recurrence. So nutrition is one of those things that I can do. So that gives me a little bit of power. And I thank Diane and Aaron for getting me involved in Juice Plus, and thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Jeannie. And I'm sorry, your picture, I did have it. I was supposed to be there, But I just think it's so impressive as a 20-year cancer survivor, and you do so much for the community of people, the cancer community, but every community working with the old and the young, and it's just really powerful. So thank you for all you're doing to teach the healthcare professionals like myself and Michala, who didn't necessarily get that training when we were in school. So now I'm gonna ask Michala to share a little bit more about some other products that we have and her story.
Thank you, Diane. Awesome, Jeannie. I love your story. Okay, so we're here really to talk about healthy starts and the back to school and how do we feed our kids better. And when we started over 12 years ago, I was just looking for a way to feed my family better. But I have four kids. I can't believe their ages 18 to 12 now. And I came in as a partner immediately because I wanted it at the best price, but I did not want to share it with a soul. And it was when a mom of a kiddo with cancer in our hometown asked me how long I had known about Juice Plus and why I wouldn't have told her sooner, that it just gripped my heart. And that's really why I'm in front of you today. Her message was everything to me. So, we have been a part of Healthy Starts since the beginning. It used to just be a 4-year study, and now kids age 4 through their 26th birthday, or up until their 26th birthday, get to take part in this study. So it's a 21-year study. And when I get it to get healthy myself, my kids also get it. And all we do is pay the shipping, or all you would do as a customer is pay the shipping. And I kind of feel like a fraud on this call, honestly, because I have 3 drivers now. And I, as a mom, cannot control what they buy with their own money when they're driving on their own, right? I'm trusting that they're making good decisions. But really, what Healthy Starts is about for me is just peace of mind and knowing that nutritionally we did what we needed to do that day. So it has been a catalyst for a lot of things in our family. It's taken picky eaters, you can see in the bottom there, one simple change at a time. Our kids got less picky. Maybe they're prompted to turn off the screen a little earlier at night, take the stairs. I mean, it all starts with one simple thing that can lead to a huge impact for your family's health. Oh,
Oops,
there's
there's the
Jeannie's
picture. Sorry.
pictures.
Sorry, Jeannie, I put it in the wrong spot.
Okay. So when we first started, I didn't care about the research. And I feel, again, like a fraudulent pharmacist saying that I didn't care about the research. Intellectually, I knew that I was not getting a variety of plants in my kids every week. And I wasn't getting that for myself either. So really, when I got that message, I dove into the research and my flabbers were gasted. I'll just say that. It isn't, the research is absolutely incredible. Cardiovascular system. We have a microvascular circulation study that shows that, improved skin health, lung health, kidney health, all of the things. Anytime you can increase blood flow, you're gonna make all the systems better, right? And, as far as gut health, Jeannie talked about that a little bit. We know that at 2 to 4 months, butyrate levels are increased, which leads to better glucose clearance, all the things. We have testimonials to back up exactly what the research is showing. So take a look at the research if you get a chance to dive a little deeper. There are 2-minute little videos on our website that summarize all of these. Diane, Jeannie, and I could nerd out all night long, but we don't have the time for that. Neither do you. So next slide, please. Okay, so we have been on the omegas since they came out. And this, I would say before the Luminate came out, the Omegas would have been my favorite product. Now it's changing all the time. But we skip the fish and go straight to the plant because I don't know if you know, but I didn't know. I wasn't taught in pharmacy school in our 1 week of nutrition training, or you could take a semester long elective class on nutrition if you wanted. But I was not taught that fish do not produce omegas. We butcher the fish for the plants that they eat. So these are rich in omega 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. They support brain, heart, eye, skin, joint, and muscle health. And we ran out of omegas about a year after we started, and my husband thought in the middle of the summer he had the flu because his joints ached so bad. And it turns out they do help with joint lubrication and lubrication everywhere, honestly. So I haven't used re-wetting eye drops. Oh, Diane, I saw where you went there. I haven't used re-wetting eye drops in a long time. And, they are just awesome. I make a serum, and that's what I use for glowing skin, omegas, and some jojoba oil. And so, another thing that you can do to test your omega index is you can get a little blood test done that shows where you are. Typical Americans are 4 to 5%. Ideal is greater than 8%. And so that would be a fun little thing for you to do, because these omegas have been proven to do twice as much in half the time as the other omegas on the market, as far as fish oil and different things like that, even the top rated ones. So get yourself some omegas if you aren't doing that, and get rid of that brain fog. Okay, so this has gone to the top of my favorites list, because we know that if you have been on birth control, on an antibiotic, if you were born via C-section, if you have a chronic disease or have chronic stress in your life, your guts are a mess, right? I was a sufferer of ulcerative colitis after pharmacy school. And so I've done a lot of great things to support my gut, but I still would say I would be in the like 6 range of the scale of 1 to 10 gut health wise. And so this is a pre and probiotic system. It supports gut health, boosts microbial diversity, promotes digestive balance and regularity, which is one thing that people comment on all the time. One thing that I noticed is I had kind of a nagging shoulder injury that I was about ready to go in and get checked out. I think it was from high-fiving Diane too much when I was sitting on the bench and she was playing volleyball in college. Anyway, within 3 weeks, that shoulder pain was completely gone, and I was lifting the same amount with both arms, doing shoulder presses and different things like that that I had not been able to do in months. And so really what that shows is if you get control of inflammation at the gut level, it's going to do wonders everywhere else. So this is a delicious drink that tastes like an orange dreamsicle, along with a capsule that's the probiotic. They work great together, safe from womb to tomb. Okay, and then shakes. I laugh when I talk about this product, because when we first started, I had told Diane, I will order everything but the shakes. I hate shakes. And she was like, "Well, you kind of need to be a product of the product. And so maybe you should order some shakes." So I started small by making protein balls, and then I also sent my kids on the bus every morning with banana ice cream, which is delicious. And the bus driver stopped me at a ball game and said, "I can't believe, as healthy as you are, you send your kids on the bus with ice cream." And I was like, "Oh, that's where you're wrong. This has 14 grams of plant protein, 8 grams of fiber, which most protein powders do not have that amount of fiber. And it's called complete because it's a complete blend of all the essential and non-essential amino acids that we need in a day." And so now I drink 2 shakes a day without fail. The family loves them. I still make protein balls, but it's not chalky, it's not gritty, and it comes in 3 different flavors. So my daughter, I hope you can't hear it, is making a Ninja Creamy right now with the blender going like crazy. But it's still amazing ice cream and one of our favorites. So thankful for the entire product line, and that it is just put the easy button, where it needs to be in our family's nutrition. We're all about giving back, and especially getting kids involved. And so this is a fun little handout that if you get with the person that invited you, we can give to you. Fun little checklist that you can put. I would even put it in a page protector and stick it on the refrigerator and let them dry erase mark the check boxes. We know, especially type A kiddos like to check the boxes. And then delicious snacks for kids. It's so fun to get them involved. I know I'm air frying sweet potatoes right now that we wouldn't have eaten those ever 14 years ago, right? And now that's a snack for us. Another thing we love to do is grate carrots, and then I air fry those with a little olive oil and a little honey and a little cinnamon. And those are great for like a crunch if you need that. So here's a whole bunch of ideas that you can You can switch your kitchen to a healthy, cancer fighting, athlete improving kitchen. There's our family. And, 12 years ago, I said yes, and I did not want to share it with a soul. I told you that in the beginning. And I love that this has allowed both Mark and I to step away from our former careers. I have not been in the pharmacy at all since 2019. And we both stepped into living a time freedom lifestyle, I would say. So Mark now ranches and farms a little. I'm obviously at home. Juice Plus is my primary thing that I do. I also am that mom in the stands that doesn't miss a game. I bring protein balls and sourdough sliders to every wrestling meet. All four of our kids wrestle. And I am just so forever grateful because, God knew that I needed this yes way before I did. And I'm just grateful for all of the things, the product, the time freedom, but most importantly, the community, because this business has brought people into my life that are just salt of the earth that I didn't know that I needed. I was that busy, tired mom that was working part-time that, I came home, was exhausted at the end of the day, and that is not our story anymore. And so Diane, I owe it to you for sharing Juice Plus with me. And this community is absolutely amazing. So take part in it if you haven't yet.
Oh my gosh, Michala, thank you for sharing that.
You
And
bet.
I can relate to so many of the things that you said. Like yeah, but I won't go on, but we're very similar in our likes. So I wanted to just share right now what we have available. We don't just have the buy one, get one free, buy an adult, get a free child. We also have this back to school box for our whole family to partake in till the end of the month of August. So when you place an order for the fruits, veggies, berries, capsules, gummies, or superfood powder, you can also get a free order of the fruits and vegetables, either gummies or capsules for a child or a young adult, like we said before. And you can get this free back to school box. So it's a $99 value, and it's got 15 superfood powders in it, 10 shakes. So it's not showing the vanilla, but you get 5 vanilla and 5 chocolate, 20 of the packs of our fruits and vegetables, which I've been sending to school with my sons every day. And they're great for the backpack. The Luminate, these are great for me because I also have one of these every day, along with the 2 shakes a day. So this is a great time. And plus, like for me, I said yes to this 12 years ago. I tell people like open to this because I was pregnant. I was trying really hard to get as many fruits and vegetables into my body as I could, but I was struggling to actually do it. And my sister shared Juice Plus with me, and I was a skeptical pharmacist, so I said no to her for a year. And it wasn't until I got pregnant, became open to the idea. She showed me the pregnancy research, and I was blown away at how healthy the moms were and how healthy the babies were that were being born to these moms that were getting Juice Plus into their body. I could also see the difference in her family. My niece's eczema went away. Aaron's migraines resolved. And I saw the changes in my mom, like I had mentioned earlier, and she had recurrent sinus infections. And so I went from feeling totally exhausted to then I had my energy back and I was wanting to go for walks and be active like I had been in the past. And then my chronic knee pain, this was big for me. I had this swelling. I had tried all the things. Nothing would make it go away permanently. It would get better and then it would come back. I started on Juice Plus 2 months in. The pain and swelling was gone that had been debilitating. And I honestly felt like at that point I had my life back in a way that I didn't think I would ever get. I was looking for like knee replacements in my 40s and 50s. And here I am 47, the healthiest I think I've ever been. And it's it's because of this amazing nutrition I've been adding in for the past 12 plus years. So I knew I was going to take this for the rest of my life. And the fact that it was backed by research, I felt this responsibility to really give this gift to others. And that's what I do. And the beauty is I get to do it with amazing people like Jeannie and Michala, who are just gifts to me and to my life. And we get to help people. And right now, our company is amazing. They're all about giving back. And right now they're doing this amazing double bonus. So, if there was something that I said that made you think, or that any of these women said that made you think of somebody else that really needs more fruits and vegetables in their body, then you need to know that if you take it yourself and you share it with one other person, you can see three different examples of how you can do that. If you take the quad, the fruits, veggies, berries, omegas, and you have a spouse or your mom or a friend that also takes it, and then you add a Luminate order or a shake order, that's going to put you over 900 points. And I just share that so that that's going to put you at the first commission level where you're then saving and earning 15%. And you're going to get $300 in your pocket when you do that in the first 10 days. So, I mean, it's an amazing way to cover the cost of your Juice Plus and to build a small income if that's what you need or want. But it's really about, we really get to just help people. So, thank you so much. I just wanted to invite you to get with the person that invited you to this if you want to learn more about anything that we shared today. And I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording if I can.